Hello everyone, I'm Varion Walton. You know, I can't think of anywhere I'd rather be during the long holiday weekend observing the life and legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. than right here at the King Center in Atlanta, Georgia.
Like anybody, I would like to live a long life. Longevity has its place. But I'm not concerned about that now. I just want to do God's will.
It's also been rewarding watching families come as far as Texas to see the King Center up close and personal.
Absolutely beautiful.
It's like an unreal experience.
Yeah, the MLK location was like, I don't know, I started getting emotional just like looking at it, so it was really nice. And Atlanta as a whole, it's really pretty. I don't know, it's like, we're also from Dallas too, so it kind of reminds me of Dallas a little bit. I don't know, I get like this big city feel and like a small city feel at the same time, so it's really nice. I don't know, I'm talking to my brother too about trying to get him to live here. Like, I really love the city, just the 2 days being here.
And when you talk about the emotion of it, do you get a sense of something bigger than yourself when you step on the property?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's there, you know, it's just kind of hard to think, and I don't know.
It's just great, like, walking around, too, and you see, like, the little kids coming by, and they're like, oh, who's that guy? And the moms have to explain, and they're like, oh, well, he's up in heaven watching over us. You know, like, those little quotes like that. It was really cool for us to finally be able to see this in person. This is something we wanted to see for a while.
The long weekend kicked off with Governor Nathan Deal and Dr. King's eldest sister, Christine King Ferris, announcing a brand new statue that will soon be erected at the Georgia State Capitol in honor of the slain civil rights leader.
So I stand here today speaking on behalf of our distributor Paramount, Pathé, the producers, Plan B, Harpo Films, everybody, the cast and crew involved in making this film.
And who could forget about Oprah Winfrey's commitment to Dr. King's memory in the Golden Globe-nominated movie Selma, the biopic film about Dr. King and the Voting Rights Act protests of 1965.
Our hearts are saying thank you to you, Selma. We came here. You treated us with such graciousness and such kindness, even though we closed the bridge for 3 days. There weren't many people complaining, but we heard those who did. But we thank you for loving us up, and we love you back.
Oprah Winfrey, her castmates, and a delegation of her famous friends from Hollywood retraced the steps of Dr. King back in March of 1965. That's when the drum major for equality led thousands of nonviolent demonstrators across the Edmund Pettus Bridge in Selma to the steps of the state capitol in Montgomery, Alabama, at a pivotal point in the struggle, which would also become known as Bloody Sunday. Hollywood images that became all too real for this Jacksonville, Florida family that just saw the movie Selma opening weekend.
The timing of the movie was perfect for us. We had a trip planned to Atlanta anyway to see family on my husband's side, on my side, and we thought it was a perfect opportunity to show. We can't create it for him ourselves, but seeing the movie and seeing the images play out there and getting wrapped up in, you know, this is what it was really like, gave a real picture for him of what people went through for us to be able to vote.
Teresa Riala says for her family, a stop at the King Center during the national observance of the slain civil rights leader's birthday was paramount.
Because we get so caught up in our day-to-day lives and forget that it used to not always be like this, that I couldn't go into certain places as an African American and Hispanic woman, and that there are lots of rules stacked up against me. And so much has changed that we take for granted, and he doesn't even know about it unless we tell him. And that's why it's important that he remembers and is aware of his history.
I just want to do God's will. And he's allowed me to go up to the mountain. And I've looked over and I've seen the promised land. I may not get there with you, but I want you to know tonight that we as a people will get to the promised land.
So just remember, as you celebrate the King holiday where you live, January 19th, remember it's a day on, not a day off. A day to remember the drum major for civil rights who dared to unite a nation and change an entire generation when it comes to justice and equality for all. Reporting in Atlanta, I'm Varion Walton.